My name is Keith Janelli. I received my degree from Loyola, Masters of Education in Educational Technology in 2011. I currently teach in Howard County Public School System in a middle school, and I am an instructional technology teacher. The program here at Loyola was instrumental in moving me into the position I am in now. I learned a great deal on what it takes to be a school leader and to be able to teach my colleagues what I know about technology and the proper ways to infuse into everyday lessons. EdTech Masters at Loyola is particularly doable as an adult because the classes are offered at convenient locations, they're offered at excellent time slots, and there's a lot of flexibility with when and where you can take your classes. Depending on the county that you're interested in teaching, there are different available opportunities for educational technology programs such as this from Loyola. As an educational technology teacher in Howard County, there's a lot of room to grow. There are a lot of different ways you can use the degree in different subject areas. And then we also have the fact that in our secondary schools in Howard County specifically, we are creating those positions as we speak. So in the future will be a lot of opportunities for graduates from this program. The academic director, Dr. Markovitz, for the educational technology program, taught many classes in the actual course itself, or the program itself. And because of that, there was always contact with him. There was a continuity through that program that was fantastic because we kept a theme that went through all of our coursework, and we were constantly going back and meeting with Markovitz because we either had a class with him or we were in constant communication with him. So I thought that in general, aside from some other programs you might take on a graduate degree level, this one had a very central theme that flowed throughout all of the coursework. It made it more meaningful, and it made it easy to transition from course to course because of those underlying themes. This program is instrumental for anyone who wants to get in the field of education and technology together. These days, technology is everywhere. We make a lot of assumptions about our students in K through 12 as far as their use of technology. We call them digital natives when really they're digital novices. This program really lets you understand how important it is to teach teachers how to use technology, not just for technology's sake, but how to enhance their excellent teaching. I think that learning about how to use technology in isolation would not be as effective as taking this program where you get the overall understanding of how and why technology is used to make learning more effective. It really was helpful to participate in very critical analysis of technology as it's been brought into education and to see how the changes that have come about are not always good just because we use more technology. And I thought that was a very valuable part of this program, that we did critically look at how technology is used. People get into the teaching profession for different reasons. I think most often people have an association with children on some level that they feel comes out when they get in front of the classroom. I teach in middle school, and for me, actually, I have a very specific grade that I love, which is 7th. It's a perfect position to be able to influence a child as they progress. We know that physically with brain science today, that is the time when synapses are fusing, and you can actually tell that what children consider to be important ethically, morally, even what they want to do when they get older, all starts to kind of fuse around that 10 through 13 year age. And so it's a wonderful time to get in there, point them in directions, have them ask those important questions, and get them just to think critically. And so that's why I like middle school. Technology can only enhance that. And while we know that they know how to use their thumbs, the opening of technology for them into their educational lives presents that many more instances where they need to think critically. So while when I was in school, the idea of technology and education was, ooh, we've got this computer that can get to all these sources. Now it's a matter of parsing out the millions of sources we have and thinking critically about which ones we're going to use and why. So I think it's a perfect time to add a lot of direction in their education because of all those new ways that they can access things. So I worked in a lot of different jobs, mainly in the restaurant business. I'm an accomplished chef, and after about 20, 25 years, I was looking for a different customer. I think just in my path in life, I felt like I wanted to do a little bit more. And so I took a couple classes at the local community college and walked into a geology course. Sat down, within 5 minutes, I knew I wanted to be a science teacher. From then on, it was an easy decision for me. The interesting thing is I ended up having a penchant for math and science, which I didn't know I had, and I certainly didn't have in high school. So I was able to mature first and then kind of go back to school and find out where my strengths were, and that very much helped me to make correct decisions for myself in the future. But it also enabled me to just roll with what I wanted to be passionate about in school. So once I took that geology course and I knew what I wanted to do, I didn't stop. And so while I wasn't the best student in high school, I was on the dean's list both in undergraduate and graduate school because I had tremendous grasp on my purpose. I knew what I wanted to do and how to do it.